Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Best wishes to all lecturers and colleagues before starting this presentation. Introduce my name, Siti Khadija, who serves as a moderator in this video presentation in the discussion of simple present tense, present continuous, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous, simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. As for my colleagues in the video presentation, there are Teuku Muhammad Fariz as a reader of the present perfect tense and present perfect continuous, Wahyu Mustika Ningrat, a reader of simple past tense and past continuous tense, and Wahyuning Dwi Saputri, a reader of the past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. Alright friends, let's just start with the delivery of the material. Enjoy watching. Present tense definition is a sentence with a form pattern that expresses events that take place in the present. Timeline. Simple present tense is a tense that is assigned to tell about something general, something that always happens repeatedly, or a general that. The simple present tense is the tense that is most often assigned in everyday life. Struktur kalimat positif, subjek ditambah verb 1. Kalimat negatif, subjek ditambah do, not, don't, doesn't ditambah verb. Kalimat tanya ditambah subjek ditambah do, not, don't, does, not, doesn't ditambah verb. Example kalimat positif, Mario works in a plumbing company. Kalimat negatif, Mario does not work very hard in the company. Kalimat tanya, does he work very hard in the company? Present continuous definition. Present continuous tense is one form of tense that is assigned to describe activities that are being carried out or are quarterly present in Indonesia. Usually, this activity is marked with the word medium or again. Timeline. Present continuous tense serves to indicate an activity or condition that is happening now, often occurs, and can be done or continues into the future. Struktur kalimat positif, subjek ditambah am, is, are ditambah verb. Kalimat negatif, subjek ditambah am, is, are ditambah not ditambah verb in. Kalimat tanya, I am, is, are, is, star, ditambah subjek, ditambah present or verb. Example, kalimat positif, look, he is talking with his classmates. Kalimat negatif, he is not playing computer games now. Di kalimat tanya, is he playing computer games in the moment?
Present perfect tense definition. The present perfect tense is one of common verb tense in English, used to show in action that happened in the past that is directly related to the present, such as action that are still continuing or that indicate a change over time. Timeline. The present perfect tense is used to talk about a past action. Time is not indicated unless other word in the verse or sentence specifically. Structure positive. Subject I, you, we, they plus have plus verb 3. Structure positive. Subject I, you, we, they plus have plus verb 3. Negative. Subject I, you, we, they plus have plus not plus verb 3. Question have plus subject I, you, we, they plus verb 3. Example positive, I have already prepared breakfast. Negative, I haven't prepared breakfast yet. Question, have you prepared breakfast? Present perfect continuous. Definition: the present perfect continuous tense, also known as present perfect progress tense, show that something starts in the past and continue at the present timeline. The present perfect continuous tense is used to express that an action started in past and continue. Structure: positive, subject plus have plus been plus main verb. Negative, subject plus had plus not plus been plus main verb. Question: had, subject plus been plus main verb. Example: positive, I had been asking. Negative, I had not been asking. Question: had I been asking?
Past tense and past continuous tense. The simple past is a verb tense that is used to talk about things that happened or existed before now. The past simple tense is used to revert to actions that were completed in a time period before the present time. In the simple past, the process of performing the action is not important. What matters is that the action was completed in the past. The action may have been in the recent past or a long time ago. Timeline simple past tense. The simple past is used for action that started and finished at the specific time in the past. It's also possible to use the simple past in sentence without specifying a time, but it must have previously been made clear that the speaker is referring to a finished period. Structure and example of simple past tense. First, positive sentence. The formula is subject plus verb 2 plus object. Example: she visited her mother yesterday. Second, negative sentence. The formula is subject plus did plus not plus verb 1 plus object. Example: she did not visit her mother yesterday. Third, interrogative sentence. The formula is did or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus object. Example: did she visit her mother yesterday? Past continuous tense. Past continuous tense is a tense which is used to indicate the actions or conditions that were happening at some point in the time in the past but have now finished. In other words, past continuous tense is used to describe or indicate actions that began in the past and were continuing where another event occurred. Timeline past continuous tense. Past continuous tense used to show that an action in the past that was ongoing was interpreted. To express an action was going on at the particular time in the past. To express that two or more ongoing situations were happening at the same time. Structure and example of past continuous tense. First, positive sentence. The formula is subject plus to be plus verb ing plus complement. Example: they were buying Harry Potter novels. Second, negative sentence. The formula is subject plus be was or were plus not plus verb ing plus complement. Example: they were not buying Harry Potter's novel. Third, interrogative sentence. The formula is be was or were plus subject plus verb ing plus complement. Example: were they buying Harry Potter's novel?
Past perfect tense is a verb tense which is used to show that an action took place once or many times before another point in the past. We use past perfect tense is when you are talking about some point in the past and want to reference an event that happened even earlier. Using the past perfect allows you to convey the sequence of the events. It's also clearer and more specific. Structure past perfect tense for the statement: subject plus had plus verb 3 or past participle. For the negative, subject plus had plus not plus verb 3 or past participle. And for the question, had plus subject plus verb 3 or past participle. And then for the example, for the statement, you had studied English before you moved to boarding school. For the negative, you had not studied English before you moved boarding school. And for the question, Had you studied English before you moved to boarding school? Past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense is a verb tense which is used to show that an action started in the past and continued up to another point in the past. We use the past perfect continuous to refer to an ongoing action that ended before another action or even in the past. As with all continuous forms, when we use the past perfect continuous, we are focusing on the action itself and possibly also the effect on the subject rather than its completion. Structure past perfect continuous tense for the statement subject plus had plus been plus verb one ing or present participle. For the negative, subject plus had plus not plus been plus verb one ing or present participle. And then for the question, had plus subject plus been plus verb one ing or present participle. For the example, number 1, statement Putri had been walking, and for negative, Putri had not been walking, and for the question, had been Putri walking.